Hello, I'm Dr. Cynthia Horner. I'm running to be the next representative to our South Carolina House for District 27. Today I want to talk to you about a very difficult topic, abortion. I'll be the first one to tell you I've changed my ideas about abortion in the past 5 or 6 years, and I'll explain. As I've grown in maturity and wisdom, and as I've learned more about the true meaning of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, I have changed my ideas. Let me tell you where I'm coming from. I was born in the 1950s, early 50s, grew up through the 1960s, where women did not have rights to their own body, where men, doctors, and their husbands, male doctors and their husbands, made decisions for them. Women my age listening to this, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And those of you who are much younger will say, I can't believe it was ever like that. But let me tell you what it was like for a woman in those days before women's lib came along. Husbands and doctors made the important decisions for women about their bodies and about most things in their lives. My mother was divorced, and when she went to get the house remortgaged, she was told, I'll only speak to your husband. She said, I don't have one. They said, well, bring your father or your brother. I can tell you I was embarrassed to be a young lady at that time, to grow up to be a woman. I was encouraged to lose at games, whether it was sports games or board games. But don't beat boys at games. My brother, a year older, was encouraged to be all that he could be. I was encouraged to be less than I could be. When young boys were told people that they wanted to become a doctor, they were applauded and encouraged. When I said I wanted to become a doctor, I was laughed at and told, no, you want to become a nurse and be an assistant to a doctor, don't you? That's more fitting to a woman. I was embarrassed to be a young lady, to grow up, to be someone who was treated like a child, even though they were an adult. So when women's lib came along, I thought it was a good thing. I thought it was the breath of fresh air I had been waiting for. But that breath of fresh air turned into a gust of wind, and then into a tornado that tore into some of the family values I had treasured. Suddenly, if you weren't letting it all hang out and doing what the women's libbers told you should do, then you were considered not for the rights of women. Now, when it comes down to abortion, if you notice, it's not pro-abortion or pro-life. It's called pro-life and pro-women's rights. And I don't understand why babies can't have rights and women have rights at the same time. Why should one trump the other? And I ask, what if the baby in the womb is a girl? When do her rights begin? When she's 18 years old? When she's a young lady, a young girl? Or when she's an infant or upon conception? I don't know when life begins when a sperm meets an egg. God didn't tell me. Did he tell you? So I'd rather err on the side of caution. I'd rather say life is important, life is valuable. I don't know when life starts, but all people have a right to life, including those in the womb. I say right to life from the womb to the tomb. Therefore, I am pro-life. And I hope you understand my point of view, and I thank you for your time.